SBC. Good evening, SBCC. Good evening, BSL. And good evening to everyone else within the sound of my voice. North, south, east, west, and all points and every point in between. You've tuned in to the November 7th, 2023 edition of SBC Tuesday Talk. And I am your host and teacher, van driver, facilitator, administrator, not to mention head chef, Mr. Mike Walker. Glad to have each and every one of y'all here with us. Glad you decided to choose to spend at least an hour of your time on this Tuesday to spend with us and chit chat and support us. And we don't take that lightly. And we hope and pray that you had a good day. And if not, well, you're still here, and we'll pray that tomorrow be a better day. Okay? Thank y'all so much. Well, you know what? We got a lot of stuff to talk about. A lot of stuff. And it just depends. We got a lot of stuff. But you know I ain't gonna keep y'all. But you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do the 3-minute roll call. You know, we're gonna do that. So you got 3 minutes to enter this in, and we'll go over it. So without further ado, let's get this going. Let's get with the comments. Okay. We off to the races. Off to the races. Hey, Valerie from Huntsville. Good to have you here. Marcus Wilbanks from Beham Metro. Good to have you here. D. Giles from ATL. Great to have you here. Lynn Brown from Guyana. Always a pleasure to have you here. Reginald Balders from South Carolina. Good to have you here, Pastor. Lynn Brown. Yes, we got you. Kim Richardson. Good to have you here. I'm glad you made it here. You know, we were going to fire you. Okay. Tijuana. Oh, let me get this. It didn't come up. Tijuana from the Sunshine State. Looking nice as ever. Great to have you here. Felicia from Indianapolis, Indiana. Good to have you here. From H-Town, we got Sherry. Great to have you here, sister. Good to have you here. From South Carolina, South Alabama, rather, we got Sandra. Great to have your beautiful self here. Great to have you here. Who else? Leah. Great to have you here. Who all over here? Well, stick around. We know you here, and that's great right there. Glad to have you here. Angel from Huntsville. Great to have you here. Always a pleasure. Darlene Duffy from the Lone Star State. Good to have you here, ma'am. And we got Kim. We got Richard. Yeah, we don't have, let me see. Yeah, almost less than a minute. AB, great to have you here from north of the border. Carla from the District of Columbia. Cheryl from New Jersey. Good to have you here. From the Garden State. Brother McKeever from the DMV. Good to have you here. Toria here from Cincinnati. Always great to have you. I think this is your first time here. Help me out, though. Cassandra, always a pleasure to have you here. Rochelle from Motown. Good to have you here. Annie Jackson. Great to have you here, ma'am. Beautiful lady. Amy White Fulton from North Carolina. Good to have you here. Yeah, we're going to fire you. You fired. You know you're good and fire. Okay, 2019. Donna from Louisiana. Good to have you. Shamika. We're going to try to get everybody in here. Shamika. Unique. I think that's the last one. Y'all came in just in time. 3, 2, 1. Oof. Look at that. Ain't that enough? Y'all did great. Let's go back. Okay, great. That was good though. Kind of like that. That was good. That was good. That was good. Oops, let me get you down here. Well, since you left up here too, L, good to have you, L. Great to have you here again. All right, y'all ready? Y'all ready? Let's get this. Let's get this show on the road, though. We got, like I said, we got a whole bunch of stuff. You know, I might do something a little unusual. So we got a lot to talk about. Yeah, you know what? We'll just do a little quick. Wait, let me make sure I'm doing this right. Want to know what? I'm really trying to think how I want to do this. You know what? Let me just do this right now. I'll do that right now. How many of y'all have been to a baby shower? You know, see your hands. How many of y'all been to a baby shower? Be it male or female. To the guys, have you been to a baby shower? To the sisters out there, have you ever been to a baby shower? Like I said, you know, just show your hands and what have you, though. And they're still having baby showers, so to speak. But this has an unusual twist. This is not necessary. Well, it is a baby shower, but y'all take a look. And of course, if you weren't able to see that little bundle, that is a baby monkey. A baby monkey shower. Little bitty something. Thing moving around and everything. A baby monkey shower. Let me put the banner up here. I'm gonna put it up here right now. Monkey shower. That's a little adorable little monk. Let me see what the family got to say about this. This is a nice icebreaker. Let's go. Bobby, good to have you here. She said, OMG. Felicia said, what in Sam's here? Yep. Michaela, good to have you here. Huh? Okay. Christian, good to have you here. Welcome. Kim says, facepalm. Yep. L says, What y'all thoughts on this? Is this all right? Are they going too far or what have you? Shanna Kia, great to have you. Wait, was she having a baby shower because she got a monkey? Yes, that's what she did. And if y'all need me to play it again, I'll play it. It's a brief one. Yeah. Okay, hey, happy. Great to see you too, Christian. What the what? Yeah, What in the world? Yeah, that's too much. Yeah, you know what? Ooh, child, look what Leah said. I didn't see meatballs and wingdings on the table. Okay. Okay. That's what she chose to do. That's what she chose to do. Hey, you know. Yeah, Stephanie. Yeah. Angel. Yeah, that thing was a little adorable though. Yeah, I haven't heard that in a minute. For the gram. Yeah. Yeah. This too much. Yeah. Okay. April says, play it again, please. You know what? I'll do that. I'll do it again. I'm glad to do it for you. Let me play this one more again, okay? Here we go. Well, well. Gotta put my hand down. Well, that's something right there, ain't it? Let me see what the rest of y'all. This is a good icebreaker, at least an interesting icebreaker. Okay, LJ. Okay, not the meatballs. Okay. Kim says, baby shower. That's a big change right there. D says, I wish someone invite me to such. So what gifts? 2 pounds of banana. Oh boy. Yeah. And like she said, what do you have to take to a monkey shower? Well, I don't know. That is interesting. I mean, that's pretty interesting. If I don't have children, I'm doing a dog shower. Okay, and that's pretty interesting right there. Here come Marcus. They cleared up and then figured up to monkey shine. So, okay, you here all week, Marcus? Okay. Maybe we need to throw my son a shower for his cat. Okay. Okay. Just wanted to show y'all that. A little bitty breaker of ice. Okay, that's something. Oh, yeah. Was I supposed to give y'all an update or something? Y'all want to do this now or later, or get to the main part? Nothing too much though. Well, I'll put this up here right quick. Uh, Nothing. Just we finishing up the class and the after parties. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I don't have too much to ask though, unless y'all got some questions. Well, if y'all want to ask them, make it quick. If y'all want to ask them, so, and if not, we'll move on though. And I'm just making sure. Let me pay attention to the comment section. Would you like to ask about pertaining to the show? Probably nothing. I'll probably do this a little later on though. So y'all forgive me. But before we move on, please like, subscribe, and share. Like, subscribe, and share. Okay, up next, the main part. Last week we had a humorous look at dating services from the 80s, though, and we had a good chuckle. Some of them people looked strange, some of them looked normal, but that's how things were uh in the 80s. But now, you know, we're gonna take a more serious look at dating services, though, and dating apps that we've taken and used, though. And I'm not gonna ask how many of y'all have done dating apps. No hands needed, though, because I'm pretty sure everybody, of course, including me, have employed some type of dating service, right? Right. Okay, we just gonna get some little comments and kind of touch upon it, though. La 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 la. Got some. I found a list of what I forgot who said this though. I think it was the Atlantis or somebody. The best matchmaking apps today. And of course, this is their opinion though. So y'all let me know if you agree or disagree. So let's get started. Okay. Talkify. It is number one matchmaking service. Folks, maybe I might be behind or something. I have never heard of Talkify. I have never heard of it. Have y'all heard of Talkify? I have never heard of it. Okay. Uh so Talkify. That they say it's the number one matchmaking service, okay? Number two, Millionaire Match. Well, everyone's verified. Well, I know I won't be on there because I'm not a millionaire. Okay, wait, I'm gonna put this up here. Yeah, a lot of y'all saying never heard. I never heard. Hey Renee, how you doing? Never heard of it. Never heard of Talkify. No. Let's see. No. Okay. Hey Brenda, how you doing? No, never. No. What is that? Yeah. Yeah. Hey Teresa, good to have you here. Okay. Seeking. Have y'all ever heard of Seeking? I never heard of a lot of this stuff. I have never heard of Seeking. Luxury casual dating. And when they say luxury casual dating, I think about people who are well to do, sitting around in their mansions on their yacht, and they just doing casual dating. Also thought about those upside down pineapples. Of course, that's what I thought about though, right there. So that's what I thought about right there. I'm gonna get through this list quickly. Elite singles. 82% of highly educated people. I have never heard of that. I never heard of that. Oh, wait. I like this right here. I thought seeking was for sugar situations. You know what? And it probably is. Leah, it probably is. I'm glad you said that. It probably is. So, never thought about that. Okay. And again, that's just a crazy survey. So, hey, learn something new every day. D. Giles says the fees. I'm not doing it. I've been seeing Talkify ads. Never heard of seeking. Okay, we learning something, y'all. We learning something. We're gonna go through. Hey, Yvonne, good to have you here. Reggie says, Pastor says, 1, 2, and 3. I never heard of them three either. I think, you know what, y'all? Millionaire may be, I don't know, it's just for millionaires meeting millionaires, or like Leah said, another sugar situation though. Okay. Renee says, nope on seeking or elite singles. The rest I have heard of. Does anyone actually have success on Christian Mingle? Okay. 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 Precious, good to have you here. I just did. Okay. Leah says they changed the name from seeking arrangements or something similar. Okay. La 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 la. Donna says, I received an advertisement about elite singles. Huh, interesting. Okay. On the list, eHarmony. eHarmony. Who hasn't heard of eHarmony? And I'm gonna tell you this right now. At least from when last time I used it though, but shoot, that was a long time ago. They definitely vet you. It's almost like you're trying to sign up for the federal government or something like that. They really go. Now, you know, I didn't use it per se, but I just had signed up. So, made an account so I could just see what's in there. So, but okay. Let me see what else we have here. L says, I heard bad things about Talkify. Oh, please share. Please share. Leah, uh, you know what? You ain't lying. That's all I'm gonna say. You're not lying. Right there. Yes, that's been around for some. Okay. Christian says nope, and I was on Christian Mingle for almost 2 years. What was the fee? Was it expensive? Let us know. Teresa says eHarmony quit in middle of app process. Way too long. Exactly. That's a lot of vetting right there. Okay, that's good. eHarmony, like most, would cost you. And I noticed the ones that are really worth something you're gonna pay a grip for. But like they say, you get what you pay for. Okay, I was wondering if it's just me. Okay. Felicia, I did eHarmony, Black People Meet and Christian Mingle. Scary. Okay, scary. Really pushy clients. Mostly wanted to just hook up. On our eHarmony. Oh wow. Oh man. Okay. Yes, I use eHarmony. Okay. Let me see. Y'all coming in. I like this. Lorraine Whitaker, good to have you here. And she said dating site sucks. You know what? I kind of believe that. Except single black Christians connections. So of course, but other than that, they suck. I haven't heard of elite singles. It sounds like 82 of those percent of those people think they're. Well, you'll be surprised, Marcus. They might be educated, but hey, that's what they say. That's what they say. Christian Mingle is hard. I have never signed up for Christian Mingle. I have never. I have met good people on Black People Meet. Okay. Hinge. I never heard of Hinge, and it was free. Huh. Okay. eHarmony was 25 bones a month. Yvonne says I just got on Black People Meet for five. You know what? To be honest with you, I think you're paying $4 and 95 cents too much. To be honest with you, I'm surprised don't mention the Facebook. I'm not gonna mention it because it's just that's all I can say. Shamika says Black People Meet is garbage. Tried it twice in 5 years span. Zuckerberg won't let me get Facebook dating. I wonder is it still on though? I never even thought about that. I wonder. Let me do a quick check, y'all. Let me do a quick check. I hadn't thought about that. Let me see. Is it? Yeah, it's still on for me though. Huh. Oh wow, yeah. What did you do, Leah? They won't let you get on there. What did you do? Okay. Lots of uh yeah, it's still on. Yeah. I heard people have great success on Facebook. Okay. I met a nice young lady on there before. Yeah, it's still on. I did Bumble. How, how much did Bumble cost? Let us know. Don't do Facebook dating, okay? Zero, no mention of Tinder. Okay, moving on. Just like that. Yeah, Renee said no mention of Tinder. I have never tried it. And I'm scared, okay? Ooh, y'all coming in. Okay, great. Now, silver singles. Now, you know what? I'm kind of mixed about that. They say it's for people over 50. Well, dang, that might be most of us watching this or close to it. So I don't know. Could that be ageism or maybe that's too young or what have you? I don't know. Help me out with that. Black People Meet. We just talked about it. I don't know what to make of Black People Meet. That's all I could just say. And Christian Mingle, a haven for Christians. Listen to this again. Christian Mingle, a haven for Christians. Okay. Now, we're going to get some more on here. Tinder, there's a new one called Churchy Date. Okay. I run into cousins on all apps. Oh, goodness. Well, we are in Alabama, ain't we? Okay. Tinder is for hookups only. Okay. Look for it. Oh, okay. Okay. Seriously. Huh. Well. And like I said, it's definitely some more. Well, I think I remember that, Cassandra. I think I remember that. Do y'all remember that? I think I do remember that. It's kind of hazy though. That might have been what, 10 years ago? It was a good minute ago, but I think I remember that right there. Uh-huh. Let's not forget Plenty of Fish. I never been on Zooska before. I never did that. Never did that. Let me get rid of this. But yeah, that was that was a good minute ago. I remember some of that though, vaguely. And I guess it didn't last long. Let me see. Let me see what this list about. I forgot why I did that. Y'all can look over that though. Here's a more in-depth list. Best free dating sites. They got that there. Best for serious relationships. These some stuff I never heard of. Got right there. Best exclusive dating sites. That right there. A lot of this stuff I never heard of. Best for casual dating and hookups. Well, okay. Best for over 40 and 50, all time senior match. Okay. Best for single parents, match and stir. Best faith-based dating sites. Muzz. How can Muzz be a best or faith? Muzz. J-Date, Christian Mingle. So y'all look at that. Y'all look at that. Maybe come back and look at the replay. Okay. And Charlene, Cuz. Wait, I see Cuz. Cuz, how you doing? Love that afro. eHarmony said they had no matches for me. Well, sir. I think, okay. You know what? That's a good point. Wasn't thinking. That's a crazy name to call it, though. Yeah, okay. I always had these imposters and scammers looking for sugar babies. Okay, y'all coming in here. There's also OK Cupid. Stuff I forgot all about. Tagged and Badu. Okay. I think that's about it. Y'all finished. I think I saw that farm. I'm gonna put this up here right again. And if you're looking for farmers only, they have a farmers. I guess it's for people who live in rural areas and in agriculture. Hey, that might work. Get your own dairy products and food and vegetables and what have you. Oh goodness. Here's the granddaddy. Here's the granddaddy of black online dating. Blackplanet.com. Yes, I have met people on there, and I've been on Black Planet since 2001. So that was 12 years, and I'm still there. And I think Beyonce's sister bought Black Planet for whatever it is, though. But it was a good date. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm glad you brought the granddad up, though. I'm gonna go through these right quick. Oh yeah, they said upward. Okay, D Giles said I met my ex. Okay, teachers meet teachers. Okay. There's a new one called Salt for Christians. All I can think about is lots. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, I met my black way back in 1999. Oh boy, never heard. Oh, never heard of Black Planet, sister. My dear, man, that it was bumping and jumping. Ooh, especially what 99, 2000. Like I said, I got on there in 2001 to about maybe 2005. It was bumping crazy. Oh man, you had a good time on there. But as with everything, things change, and you know, Kim said, "Yeah, Black Planet was a hot mess. Yes, it was. Yes, yes. Uh, uh, again, I don't know. I try to do something free with connections, but y'all see how that? Yeah, I don't know. I don't have the time for. I appreciate that though, but I don't think I got the time for that. I'm trying something for Black Planet. Yeah, Shireen, good evening to you. Yeah, it's still there. Black Planet is still there. All to do a screen share. It's still there. It's as good as everything. Our knees hurt. Yep. D Giles. Yeah, remember Black Boy. Okay, see y'all coming back in old. Okay, listen. Black Voices was their own. It was like a educated version of Black Planet, less ratchet and what have you. Black Voices was their own, and it was a good chat room, intellectual and everything. But you know how corporations are. Black Voices got bought out by AOL, America Online, okay, which in turn got bought out, if I'm not mistaken, the online part. Well, it either got bought out or it got sold to Huffington Post. And as of this day, November 7th, 2023, it ceases to exist, or at least has its own separate entity, own independent autonomous entity website. So that's just a quick little online history lesson. But D Giles, it was a nice place though. And I know y'all ain't asked for all that though, but y'all brought back memories though. I still, every now and then, we're gonna go through these right quick. Yes, showing our age. Yes. Shauna says, most people don't know, but they help y'all. Yet you that's how I learned HTML. That's how I learned how to build sites. We had those GIFs, those animated GIFs that would slow the page down, loading. Oh, yes, would embed music. That I think I mean. Y'all remember what I'm talking about. You could embed music. Oh, man, yes. You ain't lying. That's how I learned. That's how I was self-taught in HTML. Okay. Like I said, we had a time. We're going to get off this. Lorette, good evening to you. Okay. Yes. And I walk from the bathroom. The JavaScript I know from decorating. Exactly. That was good. Yes. And she talking about Black Voices. Yeah, more professionals just online before. Oh my goodness. That's not nice. That's not nice, D Giles. That's not nice. If I knew that when I known, I would have kept learning. And well, things are different though. Okay. Yeah. I used to take class with Flash, and again, yeah, but they didn't stop using Flash. So, and we are okay now. Y'all didn't change the whole topic, but I do like that though. But MySpace though, MySpace was almost MySpace. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. My page is still up though. I'll just show y'all my page though. But anyway, we got to move on though. So it's safe to say that y'all did this. So, and that was a good walk down memory lane though. I sure enough appreciate that. But we're gonna move on. Thank y'all so much for that participation right there. We're gonna move on. But before my mouth getting dry. Before we do, please like, subscribe, and share. Like, subscribe, and share. Okay, up next. We know we've been talking about dating and all that. And people been beating to death those lists. They've been beat to death, beating a dead horse. It's become redundant and whatever else though. But here's a nice video about a young man who met, and I'm just going to give you the context. He was doing a party and he met an out-of-town girl, okay? He was doing a party. I guess he was a bartender, and he met a young lady from out of town. So y'all listen to this. I kind of like it though. I do like it. Y'all listen.
Look, so I'm going on a first date with a girl I literally met yesterday. This is why I love serving. My love life just be spontaneous. I was bartending on this wedding yesterday. It was a black wedding. Family comes in. I see the daughter. She's beautiful. Scope her out. She looked a little younger, so I'm like, I don't know, but I'm 24, and a lot of people say I look like 19, 20, so, it just depends. But boom, eventually she comes to the bar, asks what she should get to drink. She don't drink much. I cook her up something nice, a little tequila, pineapple juice, grenadine, something sweet, and we get to talking, and she was like, well, if you ever want to see me again, you might want to follow my Instagram because I live in Tennessee. I said, well, when you leave to go back, because I'm in Pittsburgh, PA, and she said Sunday. I said, I guess our first date is tomorrow. I got the flowers in the car, about to go scoop shorty up, take her somewhere nice. It just all aligned, right? Because she said she wanted to, she like arcade games and shit like that. I'm like, I ain't never really been to arcade before. It ain't really my stilo. And my boy, later on that night, I go out after work, my bro tell me randomly, yo, bro, I wanted to tell you about this arcade spot, dump crazy day spot. He don't even know that shorty said this. He don't even know about shorty. And he tell me this. This is either going to be the love of my life or I'm never going to see her again. I'll report back after the date and let y'all know how it went.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Now I like that right there. How many of y'all would be willing to take that chance? I would. If I knew she was leaving town, going back to her hometown, I would do all, and if she wanted to go out with me, of course, yeah, I'd do it. And that sounds adventurous. That sounds like a great adventure right there. Let's see what the family's saying. Okay, I love this story. Okay, hey Vern, good to have you here. Shireen, yes, organic dating. Okay, so adorable, ain't it? Ain't it? Ain't it? It's good to be young again. You know that, Stephanie. Yeah, I would. I would. You never know what would happen. Yeah, you never know. Teresa said yes. He's brave. More props to him. Definitely would. Brenda, okay. Yvonne, love it. I hope it went well. I hope it definitely take that. I would definitely take that chance. Okay. Uh Chandra says I would take that chance. Lynn says nice gentleman. Yeah, he sounds like a good kid. Hey Sherry in New Jersey, how you doing? Siri, I ain't talking to you. DJ, sound like their chemistry and energy match. Yeah. Okay, I would too. Let me see. Of course, I like that. Yes, I love that too. It is something I wouldn't mind doing. You know. Yes. And Renee says, Marcus says, I get that brilliant cadoos. Huh. And you know, but you know what? I'm gonna go back to what Yvonne says. I hope it went well. I would definitely take that chance. Well, guess what, y'all? You know I'm not gonna leave y'all hanging like that. Here's part two. Here's the date.
Begging me for the part 2 update. I'm about to give it to y'all right now, but I just wanted to say the reason that this was so dope to me, or even I was, even with me being so excited and this is a person I possibly could never see again, is because of like the genuine way and just the natural way that it happened. Like 2 people, random place, random time, who just, you feel me, cross paths. And I thought that was fire, especially with our generation. We meet most of the people on the internet. But that's enough about me. Let's get into part 2, the update of the date. Boom, we started out at this arcade called Bacardia in Market Square, downtown Pittsburgh. It was really fun. I had pizza. She had some quesadillas. She didn't have nothing but cheese in there. I thought that was odd, but no judgment. Then I had to tap that ass hair in air hockey. But all in all, I would give this date a 10 out of 10 rate for many reasons. Number one, because we didn't have that first date awkward phase. It was kind of like we could be ourselves. We could laugh. We could make jokes about like being together for life and just, enjoying ourselves. She was kind of trash in the game, I'm not gonna lie, but she was still cute, so it's all good. Then we took some shots. She cannot take alcohol. She took maybe like 2 shots and she was feeling it. So I recorded her, but I covered her face because y'all be crazy on these apps. But all in all, I had a really good time, and I'm definitely gonna take a trip to Tennessee one of these days to see her. Like I told her, this is date 1 of 100. I gave her my hat. Like I gave her my hat to take home with her. I told her I'll be there to get it. I thought that was real debonair of me. But boom. After the arcade, we went and got her ice cream for her to waste it. She begged me all night for ice cream and didn't eat it. Then we went to my little low spot and we ended the night. I gave her a little smooch, gave her a little kiss goodnight, and we've been texting today. So we'll see where this goes.
Wow. He gave her his hat and told her he'll come back or get there to get it or come there to get it. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. That's something right there. Yep. We got that. Yeah, happy. That was a nice date right there. And like he said, you avoided that awkwardness that comes with first dates. I mean, it was just like that. Spontaneous. Yeah. I definitely would do that. I definitely do that. Hey Tan, how you doing? Let me see. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. And like I said, yeah, date 1 out of 100. But what happens on date 99? Let's hope they have more than that, though. When is the wedding? Okay, okay. Uh, I don't want to leave that alone. Tired of that right there. Okay, yes. Pastor Jackson, good to have you here, sir. Yes, sweet date. That's sweet. That would be nice. I'm not even gonna lie about it. I think the closest I did, I went to Dave and Buster's, but that wasn't a first date. It was an expensive date, but another story for another time. Okay, okay, like his style. Okay, okay. Intentional acts. I like that right there. He's a nice guy. Okay, sound like love connection. Would you give up? You asking me would I give up my hat? Uh, Let me know in the comments. Since are you asking me would I give up my hat? Okay. He's adorable. I hope they continue to date. He seems to be a keeper, intentional gem. Oh, y'all, I like this. That was a good one. Just plain old fun. Yeah. Kimmy says, I love that spontaneity. Yes. Yes. Uh, Let me see right here. Date, he pops the question organically. That was a nice date. Nobody complained about it. It was an arcade. The point was there was a connection. And I'm still trying to wait. Did I want to leave my hat with me? So sweet and uh-oh. No, no. Okay. No. They met at a wedding. He was the bartender. She was, I guess, family of the bride or groom though. Sweet old fashioned. Uh-huh. Let me see. My hat. Yes, my hat to go get in another state. Oh, oh, the my old shiny head. So y'all want this hat, right? Okay. Okay. Well, which one y'all want? This blue one, the black one, that tan one, or that maroon one? Which one? Well, who wants the hat? That's the thing right there. Or those glasses. Ooh, my head. Ain't it shining with that blue light though? Mm-hmm. Okay. I did enough about that though. Yeah, they met at a wedding though. Yeah, they met at a wedding. Here she come, the blue one. Here she come, the blue one. You can't get. Know what? Wait, Sherry, don't you owe me some skins? She know what I'm talking about. She owe me some skins though. So, uh, mm, all of. I'm ignoring Teresa. I'm ignoring Teresa. Uh, that's pretty bold to say you'll travel to visit them and get your hat back. Yeah, that is. No, I'm not. I'm not all that. Look at all. I've been some great men and gentlemen in this comment section. They're just sitting up there watching though. You know, you got it. Oh gosh, the blue shades. Oh my gosh. Now y'all got me wanna. Oh, you mean these newer glasses right here? These right here. I just got them. No, man, y'all can't have what? No, y'all can't have this. Well, maybe. Okay, he was just a young gentleman about to see if older people took it like that, we probably it would be fun. It would be fun. He was a bartender. Thank you. He was a bartender at her. Okay, thank you. I didn't hear about the sisters. Okay, y'all need to go listen to Cuz. Okay. Uh, oh gosh. Tan says, I'll take the black hat and I love a bald head. Let me hurry up and get this show over with. Y'all, this okay? Yeah, they look sharp on you. Okay, Yvonne. Okay, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna move on, y'all. I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna move on. Y'all cutting up tonight. I gotta move. But before y'all ain't nice tonight. But before you do, make sure. Look, I forgot how to do this, y'all. Over 100 shows. Please like, subscribe, and share. Like, subscribe, and share. We got 2 more. Y'all know Thanksgiving coming up, right? Thanksgiving is coming up. And I didn't even make a well, it doesn't matter. You know what I'm talking about. Thanksgiving is coming up. And the good people at Baskin and Robbins strike again. They're gonna do something crazy. Okay. We all gonna read this together. Okay. Here you go. You might think that Thanksgiving ice cream would mean pumpkin spice, apple pie flavors, but not at Baskin Robbins. The chain is changing things up with its flavor of the month in November with Turkey Day Fixins. Turkey Day Fixins, which emulates the taste of almost every classic Thanksgiving side dish. Baskin Robbins Turkey Day Fixins combines flavor of sweet potato and autumn spice for its ice cream base. It mixes in sweet chunks of honey cornbread as well as tart swirls of cranberry sauce. All that's missing is the turkey itself, stuffing and mashed potatoes for good reasons. Okay. And this is, I guess this is it. This is it right here. So that's it right there. How many y'all would try that? How many y'all would try it? The sweet cornbread got me kind of curious, I have to admit. And cranberry will interact with ah, my medicine. Let me see. Okay, I tried. Okay. Felicia said that. D. Giles. Mm. Uh, oh, that's a pass. They have, um, I don't know. I get off the cornbread. Okay. Dwan says nah. Okay. Zola, good to have you. Okay. Nope. Okay. She says she'll try. Tan says, okay. Shamika says, lost me at the cranberry sauce. Uh-huh. Long as they don't put Kim any turkey or gravy on it. Okay. That's Renee, that's like McDonald's selling rib sandwiches. Okay, I'll pass. I'm just gonna go through these rather quickly. Hey Ursula. Uh yeah. Nope. Taste the sample. Know what? Why not? Yummy. It looks good. I wouldn't try it. Y'all let me know after y'all eat it. Okay. Okay then. Okay. Well, that's enough about that because we got to move on. We got one last one. And you know how we do with the last one though. But before you do, you know what you gotta do. Please like, subscribe, and share. Like, subscribe, and share. And this is definitely for the fellas. I mean, women, sisters out there, this is for everybody, but the fellas, definitely. This is for us. Okay? We got a girlfriend. We got a lady friend in our lives. We got her. We got her in our lives. And they like to call us on the telephone. And again, men, tell us what you think. Let us play it.
Hey, what's up?
Hey.
What you doing?
Nothing.
How was your day?
Good.
That's cool.
So you just gonna play the game instead of talk to me?
What?
You just gonna play the game instead of talk to me?
No, I was just...
No, you know what? You can play the game if you want to. Bye.
Hello?
So you're not gonna call me back?
What? You hung up on me?
No, it's fine if you don't want to talk to me. You can play the game. Goodbye.
How many of y'all had that? I've definitely been through that. How many of y'all, I got to put the title up here. What you doing? We're just going to put that up there. How many of y'all done dealt with that? Fellas, how many? And I think, well, sisters, how many? You know, let me see. Let me get on here. Yeah, Kim, that. Okay, yeah. Why you call? Yeah, I know the first 5 minutes of there's a connection. If there's a pause, then a no. Oh, okay. Okay. And that's deep into the relationship. Ain't got no time for these shenanigans, okay? The ones that we breaking up, I hate when a woman calls me and don't talk. Oof. My life with my daughters. Yep. Okay. She's not getting a call back from me. Yvonne says, that's annoying. Why call if you have nothing to say? It's almost as bad as when you call someone and you can't get a word in edgewise. And you the one called. I dealt. Okay. I mean, she really wasn't talking. And that happens. That has happened. Definitely has happened to me. Well, I gotta go. I mean, if no conversation, then it's time to go. Angel Kelly. Me, because I'm a talking, I love great communicator. Sounds like if someone's has an attitude. Okay. If a man yawns throughout the phone in his call, it's a turn off. Okay, interesting take. Well, I just want to share that with y'all. And that was pretty interesting right there. Because I know I have dealt with that. I know. Especially I work, doing my projects for my clients. That has happened to me in the past though. Okay then. But guess what, y'all? It's time to go. It's time to go. It's time to raise up out of here, y'all. So let's get with these announcements, okay? Shall we? Up next, if I could find them, up next, in about maybe half past the next hour, give or take, we're gonna have our after party. What we're gonna talk about, I don't know. You know how these after parties tend to go off the rails, though, and we had to call law enforcement and crowd control. So y'all be on y'all best behavior, y'all. So y'all tune in, and if the Lord say the same, we'll be here next Tuesday for another edition of Single Black Christians Tuesday Talk. We had a good time today, y'all, and I enjoyed y'all. I appreciate y'all, and I don't take it lightly. I hope y'all was blessed by this program like I was blessed by y'all. And a show and a group is only as good as their audience, or its audience rather. So I got a great audience though. Thank y'all so much. Y'all take care of each other. If we don't see each other in the after party, I'll take care of each other. We see each other in the group. And that is it. See y'all later.
The other day I was on the street. I ran into a face, it was good to see. We talked a couple hours and we missed all of the taxis. As we realized what time it was, we both let out a sigh as we've always done. As we turned to leave, we knew this wouldn't be the last one. No. Because that's how it flows when you're with the ones you love the most. And even when it's time to go, we know what we know. We don't have to say goodbye, 'cause we never wonder why, if we'll be seeing each other again, 'cause we're true friends. See, I'll always be around, whether here or heaven bound. We'll be seeing each other again, 'cause we're true friends. True friends. True friends. Oh, 'cause that's how it flows when you're with the ones you love the most. And even when it's time to go, we know what we know. We don't have to say goodbye, 'cause we never wonder why, we'll be seeing each other again, 'cause we're true friends. You know I'll always be around, whether here or heaven bound. We'll be seeing each other again, 'cause we're true friends. Like a bookmark in the heart, we'll pick back up where we started. Like a bookmark in the heart, we know right where we are. Like a bookmark in the heart, we'll pick back up where we started. Like a bookmark in the heart, we know right where we are. We don't have to say goodbye, 'cause we never wonder why, if we'll be seeing each other again, 'cause we're true friends. You know I'll always be around, whether here or heaven bound. We'll be seeing each other again, 'cause we're true friends.